What's going on, everybody? So we got a Minn Kota trolling motor. Okay, the depth collar here, this piece, just made out of plastic. It's not the best of design. I mean, it works, you know, but it breaks. So anyways, apparently either this was too tight and it cracks here. But what happened to me was I put it on spot lock and we were kind of moving a little bit, and then the whole unit kept on turning around, and it coiled this nice big fancy cable up, and it twisted on the depth collar and it snapped it. So to get this all apart here, as you can see, we have it all taken apart already. Anyways, down in the bottom here, you're going to want to take out this screw. It's a Phillips screw in here. There's a nut on the back side. Make sure you don't lose that nut. I took this piece off first. I took these 4 screws out. There's 1, 2, there's 3 and 4 here. Took those out, and then I took out this long screw. This long screw goes through the shaft. Once you get this cover off, okay, there's 3 cables you gotta undo. There's 2 blue ones. I added this electrical tape. This blue one and these 2 blue ones, you got a negative and a positive. You slide these off to one side or the other. And then there's like a speaker clip style connector. You pull those apart, here and here. Make sure your trolling motor is not plugged in. Okay? You don't want any power going to this, because otherwise you might short some things out. Then there's this fuse holder with a connector on either side. So there's a connector here and a connector here. You don't have to remove both of them. So all I did was I cut the heat shrink tube off of this one right here. I just kind of lightly took a razor blade and just kind of slit a little line. Peeled the heat shrink tube off, and there's a speaker connector underneath, and I pulled it apart. This connector here unscrews, that comes apart. Now you're able to take off this head unit. Pull this big screw here, that's there, that goes through the shaft. Then you're able to take this off, and you're gonna have a bit of resistance. You're going to have a bit of resistance against this coily wire, and then make sure you got enough slack in this one here where you can pull the head unit up and off. So once that's up and off and out of the way, you're going to have to feed the wires through here little by little. Try not to damage anything, and don't over tighten it when you put it back together, because you strip stuff. It's plastic. Then you can slide your old collar off, slide your new collar on. Just snug this up, don't go too crazy. Feed your wires back through, put this plastic piece back on, hook everything back up, slide your blue pieces. I added a little bit of electrical tape here just to secure this from sliding, and I put a new piece of heat shrink tube here and a little piece of black tape to indicate which one I took apart. And yeah, then you just make sure everything kind of sits back down into place here as it should. There's like a little cup right here. Make sure your wires go all in there and they're not kind of hanging out, because if they're hanging out and you put everything together, this dish might chafe on one of the wires. So just make sure everything's kind of tucked in there nice and neat. Take your cap and put your cap back on. I'm going to fix those wires, trying to do everything one hand, and just tidy things up and slide it back together. So anyways, if this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.